Yo, back with another video. The Ravens in town today. Can't really say I remember the last time I played the Ravens, but they have been playing better in real life, and they're a new quarterback. I think I do have a Ravens gameplay like earlier in the year, but these new Ravens and their new quarterbacks can probably be the first time I'm facing them. So I know there's probably going to be a lot of quarterback runs going on here that I got to watch out for. So we're starting off this game out here. Our man here using cover 3 buzz for most of this first drive to stop me. So I'm going to call a bunch of cover 3 plays. See if I can force him to move out of this defense in the initial stages here. So I'm moving it. Different variations of 3 attacking wide receivers as a tight end. And find the holes in his defense. Finding the holes in the defense. And just slowly drive up here on this cover 3 buzz. Underneath. Seems like cover 3 buzz has some type of matching principles in there too. So my tight end being taken upfield, which usually happens. So I put him on a in route. Last time he was on a drag and he received right out of bounds. So I gave him enough time this time to cut upfield. So you can see cover 3 buzz all the way here. Ooh, almost made it in there. Maybe I should just run it one more time. I did try to run it one more time. Try to run with the fake, but it dragged me down. Probably the perfect time to take my field goal, right? I take risks. The only bad thing about this play, the slot receiver is my only option. If he's not open, then I'm stuck. If he's not open, then I'm stuck. It's the only bad thing. So he turns me over on downs. That hurt. Alright, good play. Trying to hit with the blitz here. Oh, I was talking to somebody in my comment section. They were talking about cover 4. How bad of a defense it is. I agree. It's a pretty bad defense. You have to use it sparingly. That's what I try to do. Like, I mix it in depending on what I think I see it playing. Because the bad thing about it is it does a good job of covering some deep routes. But since you're only rushing 3, if you sit in the pocket long enough, those routes are going to start coming back and people throw those passes. So it's not really a viable defense to use. And if you run like those deep posts and cross the routes on top of it, the deep down the field, those posts come open. I think 2 or 3 videos ago I showed you what happened when I think it's the players called cover 4. The opponent was using cover 4 the whole entire game. And if you want to see how bad cover 4 is, just watch that video. It will help you understand what I mean. Yeah, I just use it to like surprise people, but to base my defense off of it, no. It's a good defense to use in the red zone. Look at this guy right here. I wasn't putting any spy on him. I tried to get it myself and he tricked me out. My boots. He's able to scamper upfield. Yeah, that's what you primarily see me using more in the red zone than anything else. But anywhere upfield, it's not a viable defense. So I got something that spy on him. I'm able to bring him down. So I'm trying to run away from that a lot. And another conversation I got into it was with this upcoming weekend game with the Eagles. And I realized I had a lot of Eagles fans in my comment section. It's crazy. I'm not going to say much about the game. I just know what the Bears can do at home. And I don't think people understand how hard it is to be in Soldier Field. It's not about like it being cold. It's a different atmosphere in Soldier Field. And just being the fact that it's just the way I'm seeing the city right now and the emotions around the game and the fact that we haven't been in the playoffs in so long, you know, it's one of those things where it's like, telling me if the Bears are good, the league is good. They're a charter franchise, one of the founding teams in the NFL. If the Bears are good, the league is good. So it's a lot of emotions around the Bears coming back to prominence this year. So taking that into the game, like the Eagles have a lot, to deal with when they come to Soldier Field. Like the last time we were really in there, we were in there with Jay Cutler and Rodgers, and Jay got hurt. He hurt his knee. And we had Caleb Haney to come in and replace him, and he wasn't good. Another thing you might have to take in fact. We played Philadelphia and Philly last year. Those guys were dancing on everything. They were dancing on turnovers. Well, go ahead, if you watch that game again, go ahead and watch the game again. They were dancing on turnovers, dancing on interceptions. Like everything was a celebration. Every little thing they did. And then they beat us bad. I think it was like 41 to like 20 something. It was pretty bad. Like in Philly last year. So I know a lot of the people that were on that team. I know Hakeem Hicks was on there. You remember that game. So there's a lot of folks that were on the team this year that were in that game last year. It was pretty bad. It's pretty brutal. So just a pride factor alone. I mean, you guys got to come out and play. So it's going to be an interesting game. It's going to be probably one of the better games on Sunday. And they put it in almost prime time. The second batch of games is coming up at like 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So it's going to be a game. I think it's it's for the second game on Sunday. So it's going to be a good game to watch. This guy right here is still playing. I switched over to cover 4 drop. He's trying to keep me out of the end zone. And time is wasting. See, they all covered. This is a good time to play cover 4. This is when it's a formidable defense in the red zone, but not going downfield when you have a lot of room to play with. You're gonna leave your defense wide open to problems. It's almost like a prevent defense in a way. So I wouldn't recommend playing all the time. Right here is playing man. Everybody's kind of covered. Throw it away and take a field goal. I think I got one more down. I think I do. I was trying to hit Cone here on his wheel route since he was playing man, but he has the over-the-top safety. He probably could have got open. Yeah, but he has safety help, so that wasn't going to work so much. So throw it away and take a field goal. So yeah, man, it's going to be an interesting game this weekend. Like, I'm not going to argue with a Philly fan. I mean, it's like arguing, with me about the Bears. Like, what am I going to do? Change my mind, So, like, if you're Philly, I know you believe what you believe, and I'm from Chicago, I believe what I believe. So, I think my team's going to win, and you think your team's going to win. See what I mean? So, we're like at a standstill. We just have to wait for the game to play out. But, it makes for a good banter back and forth. And I just want to say, as usual, thanks to all the people that just comment, and I'm turning into something else. It's just a football game, and we got passion for our teams. We had a pretty good, reasonable argument, so it was a good, conversation. Nonetheless, but Sunday we will find out who the better team is. We'll find out who the better team is, and see if Nick Foles' luck can continue. Sure don't want it to continue with us, that's for sure. I wonder who the running back is. Who's the running back for? I know Adai got hurt right this year, so I don't know who the running back is. I should have picked it off. I think Eddie Jackson's coming back from his injury. Who else is hurt? Lynch has an elbow injury, so he's not going to be playing. And Anthony Miller hurt his shoulder again for the second time against the Vikings. So I don't know if he might be questionable for that game. So, but we do got Wims. We got the rookie. He played pretty well in that Vikings game. And, of course, Kevin White. So they could be interchangeable in there. But we got replacements for them. I'm just happy it wasn't like Robinson or, pick them off here on the blitz. Send in the heaters. I've been playing coverage most of the game. Finally decided to send the heat. His tight end was open, but he wasn't looking at it. He was just looking to run as soon as he saw the blitz coming. It's kind of what he's been doing for most of the game, is running around with his quarterback. So I got to put a spy every down now for him. And try to catch him outside the pocket and send a spy after him. Interesting weekend. I mean, I hope we don't lose, man. Well, like I said, we've been in a long time. We can't just go in there, have a good season, 12-4 season, and lose the first game of the playoffs. That'll be heartbreaking. So, like, everybody has stuff to play for. So, I mean, we're trying to win just like everybody else trying to win. So our first hurdle here is to get past the Eagles. Get past the Eagles. Yeah, I don't know what the news is, but what I've been hearing on like national, not Chicago radio, because you know Chicago radio thinks we're gonna win, but national radio. Besides Louis Riddick, almost everybody is saying Philly's gonna win. So it's like the guy I was talking to, I don't know where he got that. You know, Philly's not the underdog like they were last year. Chicago's one that's being the underdog. They're saying like Nick Foles is hot. Like they're saying we're the ones that's gonna lose. Look at this crap right here. See, that's what I think they need to fix for next year. Like the stuff that people do when they get the ball and they run out of the pocket and stand in the corner and wait for stuff to happen. Like, and then it's like, you know, all your blockers are blocked. I think they should allow a certain amount of time and then release the linemen and let the linemen go after the quarterback. Because that's what happens in real life. Because what will end up happening is, if you play like a cover 4 like we were talking about earlier, you snap the ball, you only got 3 guys rushing, all you gotta do is go hide in a little corner and sit there and wait for your guys to come on field after they finish running their routes. You finish running your routes and you come back down and you throw the ball and you have people wide open all over the place. So that's kind of like what I don't like about, and that's just the way the game is. If you're rushing less than 4 rushers, you can't get to the quarterback. You're going to be stuck behind the line like the whole game. And I don't mean like, you know, they should be able to get sacked, but at least let them go after some time, because then the quarterback could just run around in the backfield like all day. You can spend 20 seconds waiting for him to throw the ball if you only rush like 3 rushers. So he's up at the end of the end zone. You saw my guys got pancaked. Hey, he's going for the extra 2-point conversion off the fake punt. Fake field goal. All right, man. But yeah, man, that's all I've been hearing about national radio. So I'll be like First Take, ESPN, and stuff like that. Like we're not getting real. They think like, I think most teams outside of Chicago, or most people outside of Chicago think this season is one of those like fluke seasons where we got wins. They don't believe. Even the guy I was talking to, he said Chicago's like winning streak has been weak teams. I'm like, are you serious? Weak teams. And the thing is, like, don't like, NFL is the NFL. I'm not sitting here looking at Eagles and saying they play weak team or strong team, because the NFL is the NFL. This isn't college football. You play who they put on your schedule. You see, everybody knows what their schedule is in the beginning of the year. And the way they do it is, each year you play an opponent from the opposite conference. This year we played the AFC North, which would be like New England, Buffalo Bills, Miami, and the Jets, right? That's in that group. And then you pick 2 other teams from another conference, and then you rotate that every year. So everybody gets to play everybody. So I'm not sitting here worried about like strength of schedule, because that doesn't count in the NFL. Because everybody gets paid in the NFL. This isn't college football, where you only want to go to the best schools because you want to make it to the NFL. So I don't look at like strength of schedule in the NFL is the dumbest argument ever. And he's like, well, the Eagles have played harder opponents. I'm like, we've played 10 games. Out of the 10 games, we've won 9. Who's the hottest streak? You guys are like 4-1 in the last 5 games. So I mean, I don't understand who the hottest is. And it says they were the hottest streak going into the playoffs. Like, how is that impossible? All right, whatever, man. I'm telling you, man. I'm just gonna sit here and not say anything. I kind of like the way our players have been kind of playing this week. They're not really saying much. Just gonna let Sunday do the talking. We'll see what happens on Sunday. We'll see what happens on Sunday. It's all I got to say, man. That's all I got to say, Philly. All you Philly fans out there, that's all I got to say to you. Alright, man, I'll be able to punch it in the end zone and trying to hold him from tying this game up. This guy, who is this guy? Oh, that's Crabtree. Oh, he's slow. He's not going anywhere. I know they have like a number 13. D. Brown? That's like super fast. Yeah, I think it's him. Well, he's been running the hell out of this play. I think this is this guy right here. Whoever this guy is. Number 14. Oh, 16. He's pretty fast. Playing pretty good D so far. I'm just playing man straight up. And he loves this play too. I should have went to the other side. I didn't realize. I should have been on the other side of the field. The left slot guy. Yeah, he's wide open. That was the hole. That's the hole in the defense. All right, we're trying to keep him out still. Playing man again. See, one time I didn't set a spy, and that's what happens every time. This guy's pretty fast for a quarterback. And people don't fear sliding with him because I guess he doesn't fumble or something. So I'm trying to set a blitz here. That was deep. Oh my goodness. Jeez, really? It's a good defense too. So just chucked it up as a prayer. Alright, he's able to get in the end zone. So this 2-point conversion has been going for us, kind of been helping. So I can't seem to stop a 2-point conversion to save my life. It's another good call too here again. Thought I was gonna pick it off. Alright, convert. So now I'm only up 1. For the life of me, I have no idea why he decides to go for onside kick. But then again, it's like if you really haven't stopped your opponent all game, I guess it's, you know, maybe he's figuring like there's no hope, I guess. Because he has 3 timeouts and 2 minute warnings to try to hold me from scoring. I mean, from moving the ball upfield. But he decides to go for the onside kick, and I'm like, alright, I'm gonna put the ball on the ground. Maybe he's scared of the time. Let's put the ball on the ground. And I didn't expect to break free right here all the way. It's like a good 19-yard game right there. Want to get one more time. Oh, down to the 1 here. Got another set of first downs. All right, guys, get in this end zone. Oh, I thought I was in right there. Timeout. And we better get in this time. All right, still up 8. Now he has to score, and then he has to score another 2-point conversion to tie his ball game. Our job is just to keep him out of the end zone. That's it. Keep him out of the end zone. And watch out for the guy that's running off the field. Throwing those bombs. Oh, my goodness. Get out of bounds there. I had him too. He's probably going to try it again. What I'm doing is just shooting the gap. If he doesn't hand, I'm just shooting the gap. That's what I'm doing. Just trying to stop him. Do it again. There I go. Got him this time. Yeah, those little short out routes, man, they work pretty well. I just haven't been using it as much. I see a lot of people around now. Playing clouds over here. See what I mean? Run to the side and then chuck the ball upfield. Like, that stuff is annoying to me. If I didn't set a spy, he was just waiting for somebody to come through. Like, who? Like, come on. There's just little things in the game that you just have to fix. Just to make the game a little bit better. You gotta find a way to make people play the game more realistic. There's a lot of handicaps in the game. It's like you just handicap people because of people that don't know how to play. And then if you're somewhat decent, then you know, hey, here's a handicap you can use. I'm trying to keep him out of the end zone. Come on. 4 downs. We got to keep him out in 4 downs. That was first down. He goes second down. Let's see what he wants. Oh, look at that. I just put Mac in a spy. I mean, a yellow hook. Let's see if he catches the bait. Give me those! He should have went to his tight end, though. His tight end was wide open right here on the slant. I wasn't covering him, but good thing I put him there on that little hook. And I'm able to steal the ball back. And he quits, man. Alright, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video, man. And, man, I'm looking forward to this playoff for this weekend. It's kind of nerve-wracking, but it's going to be a hell of a game. Alright, guys. To the next video. I'll holler at you dudes later. Alright then. 1.